To record a new set of observations, choose the patient from the patient list and select New Observation Assessment. From this screen, you can tick the observations that you wish to complete for the patient. Observations which are due are ticked automatically. Observations which are breached are ticked automatically with no option to untick. If you are recording observations for patients administering their own morphine, you must select IV-PCA and sedation when completing observations. For patients who have received an epidural, sedation is also selected alongside an epidural option. To perform standard observations, make sure that standard observation is ticked. To continue, select Start. If this message appears, select Record Obs. You must now confirm the location of the patient. If the patient has been moved to a different bay or bed, you must update the location by selecting Edit next to the relevant field. Scroll up or down and select OK. Selecting Start will confirm the location of the patient. VitalPack displays a screen for each vital sign that needs to be entered for standard observations. The first screen is heart rate. Use the keypad to enter the patient's heart rate and choose whether the pulse is regular or irregular. Select Store Heart Rate. VitalPack has a built-in timer to help you to record pulse and respiratory rates. To access the timer, click on the timer button. You must set the timer to 60 seconds. Click Start. Once the time has elapsed, an alarm will sound. Enter the patient's respiratory rate using the keypad and select Store Respiratory Rate. If you are unable to record a particular reading, VitalPack has an option to record the reading as unmeasurable. Choose the yellow U button. Select an appropriate reason, for example, patient refused. Choose Store Temperature. On the blood pressure screen, there is an option to choose either standard or lying standing. Selecting lying standing will move the blood pressure screen to the end of the set. There is also an option to select a specific limb. Enter the patient's blood pressure and select Store Blood Pressure. In VitalPack, if an unusual reading is entered, a warning message will appear. This helps to prevent mistakes being made when data is entered. Select OK. If the unusual reading is removed, re-entering the reading and again selecting Store Blood Pressure will allow VitalPack to accept the reading. From the AVPU screen, choose whether the patient is alert, responds to voice, pain, or is unresponsive. If required, answer the question, is the patient confused? Select Store AVPU. Enter the patient's O2 sats and select Store O2 Saturation. Answer yes on the following screen if the patient is on oxygen. Select the mask from the images below. Enter the oxygen flow rate using the keypad and select Store Oxygen. For pain, if a 2 or a 3 is chosen, a pain assessment will be due for that patient in 1 hour. Select the correct pain score and choose Store Pain. Record whether the patient has had any nausea, vomiting or bowel movements since their last observations. When yes is chosen for bowel movements, the Bristol stool chart is displayed. Select the correct option and choose Store Nausea and Bowels. Once you have completed a set of observations, a summary screen appears showing the overall news for the patient and a breakdown of the score. If any of the readings were recorded as unmeasurable, the overall news will have a plus because the actual news could be higher. Use this screen to check that all of the information has been entered correctly. If any data needs to be changed, click on the data to return to the screen. Use the red Clear button to remove the existing data. Enter the new figure and store. You will be returned back to the summary screen. Select Next to continue. VitalPack displays a chart containing past and current observation data. Choose Submit. At this message, you will choose Protocol Monitoring because the previous limited monitoring set may not be appropriate any longer for this patient. The risk level of the patient, observation frequency, and actions that need to be taken are displayed. Scroll down and tick to acknowledge and confirm that you will follow the actions stated. By doing this, you are signing a legal document. Nurses must follow the Trust's escalation process, as failure to do this can place the patient at risk of deteriorating further. Press Close. If any other assessments were selected, you will be taken to the next assessment automatically. If only standard OBS was selected, you will be returned to the patient list.